I hate to bring up this guy again. A troublemaking punk named Johnny Somali. For what it's worth, I do not give him any clicks, and I only give clicks to third parties who are posting content in opposition to him. If you do look into Johnny Somali, I strongly advise you do so in a similar way that I do. It would not be a good thing to support what this jerk is doing. I come to you all with this video today to report some positive news on the situation. First of all, Johnny is notorious for traveling to various countries and doing anything he can do to be as annoying and offensive as he possibly can. His most recent target was South Korea, where he ostensibly still is. Since being in South Korea, he has desecrated their Statue of Peace, which, if you don't know what that is, it's a statue that memorializes South Korean victims of sexual slavery. You've heard of comfort women during World War II at the hands of the Japanese. It's a heartbreaking, sad chapter of history. And what did Johnny Somali do? He kissed the statue and danced in front of it in lewd, disgusting ways, taking his shirt off, dancing in provocative sexual ways, twerking. I mean, just completely disgusting stuff. And this, for South Korea, this is a sacred statue. I mean, you've got to understand how offensive what he did is to South Koreans. He has provoked locals with pornographic sounds and loud music blaring from his electronic devices on subways and out in public, as well as playing North Korean music and Kim Jong-un text-to-speech. He and his sidekick have sexually harassed local women, walking right up to them and asking if they could perform sexually explicit acts on them. He has walked into a convenience store, drank alcohol while he was waiting for his instant noodles to cook, and then instead of eating them, he proceeded to pour them all over the table and the floor, right there in the convenience store. The list goes on. Needless to say, this guy is as low class as they get, and to be honest, while he has been beaten and arrested before, he always seems to get out of it largely unscathed. I mean, there was that one white guy that literally knocked him and his friend out in Tokyo a couple years back, and kudos to that guy for doing so, but usually old Johnny boy finds a way to keep going and keep wreaking havoc in various parts of the world. I guessed that Johnny would face hard times in South Korea. Now, I've been there before, and the people there were very, very nice to me. I've got South Korean friends in the U.S. The vast majority of people that I have met from Korea have been fantastic, nice, polite, smart, cultured people. And South Koreans are a lot tougher than people realize. First of all, they produce fantastic martial artists, but even more than that, they have compulsory military service for males. So don't let the humility and seemingly gentle-natured appearance fool you. There are a lot of very strong and well-trained badass young men in South Korea. They are generally very friendly and polite, but they are not people to be messed with. It appears that it has been trending on South Korean social media to put a hurtin' on Johnny Somali, with various challenges and so on.
Johnny Somali, check your Instagram DM. Let's find me. I will kill you. You f***ing 니거 씨발 새끼야.
I don't want to go too much into that here, but he has effectively pissed off the entire nation, and they aren't putting up with him anymore. In the past few days, Johnny has been physically attacked 3 times at the very least. Social media personalities and common people around the country are coming out of the woodwork promising to teach Johnny a very, very hard lesson. In this most recent attack, the man from the Yoo Dal-gyun TV channel had been posting live streams of himself seemingly wanting to find the chance to quote-unquote bump into Johnny Somali, posting streams with Johnny Somali D-Day in the titles. Yoo Dal-gyun finally did catch up to Johnny and dropped him with one punch. The police were on the scene in an instant, protecting him from further damage. Johnny was heckled and intimidated and humiliated as he walked away, protected by the police. Now it appears that charges have been placed against Johnny, 2 counts of assault as well as using illegal substances. The South Korean government is monitoring Johnny Somali and considering how they should deal with this guy. Will Johnny flee the country and move on to his next target, or will he have to face legal consequences in South Korea? I have a hunch that he'll probably get off easy, but I can say with certainty that his days in South Korea are numbered. The young men of the country are done with him. Should Johnny choose to prolong his time in South Korea, it will be a very painful experience for him. Johnny has mentioned in a live stream that he plans to come to China.
We'll see Somali in Beijing, in Shenzhen, and a Chinese mega city, Chongqing. Wait, that's so they know. Xi Jinping, I'm with you, brother. Don't ever question me. Don't ever question me, Xi Jinping. Japan will pay for what they've done to you. For what they've done to the greatest country on earth, the Communist People's Republic of China.
As an expat living here in China, I can confidently say that he won't last long here. The locals might do something to him, but due to the harsh consequences for fighting in China, I mean, even if someone starts something with you and you fight back, you still get in trouble. So most people here are generally afraid of conflicts. But of course, everybody has that certain line that if you cross it, things could get ugly real quick. My prediction is that the police in China would just arrest and deport him. But it sort of depends on what line he crosses. I mean, there are things that he could do to trigger the Chinese that would offend them so much that they'd probably come after him, and things could get really dangerous for him. It all depends on which lines he'd be willing to cross. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you in the next video.